Anytime I have made any like really big changes in my life, it's always happened because I've gotten incredibly uncomfortable with where I was at. And just personally, I'll just tell you that is what happened to me a couple years ago, which is why Heinz and I moved back to the US. I was just getting incredibly uncomfortable living in Switzerland. Not that I didn't love Switzerland, but I really passionately wanted to get back to my home country, to be closer to family, or at least like within flying distance of my family instead of like across the ocean. And I just really wanted to do that. But in order to do that, it then became even more uncomfortable. So I retired Heinz, I retired my husband. I had my husband quit a really good job that was safe and all of that. We had a gorgeous apartment in Switzerland which we rented out. But so I left a really beautiful home. And basically, I left a really comfortable life, a life where we had friends, a beautiful home, a husband who had a job. My business was going really well. Life was really easy. A lot of things in Switzerland is easier actually than living in the US. And I just went, you know what? I have such a strong desire for a change and to come back to the United States that I said, let's just do it. And in a matter of a couple months, Heinz quit his job. We rented out our apartment. We put everything in storage. We probably had 35 bags of things that we gave away. We rented a storage unit. We completely decided to completely change our life in Switzerland and move back to the U.S. And this was definitely harder than I thought it was going to be for so many reasons, mostly because we then became nomadic and not really having anywhere to live. But I'm sharing this with you is because when you feel something inside of you that you really need to make a change, I really believe that we don't make these changes unless there's something inside of us that is already very uncomfortable. Like in my situation, I was really uncomfortable continuing to live in Switzerland and thinking, wow, is this how it's going to be for the rest of my life? I didn't want to. So we got uncomfortable and we did all those things that I just said, which was uncomfortable. And we came back to the US. And guess what? It's still uncomfortable because we had to find new places to live and not really knowing in which state we're going to live. However, I'm really happy with my choice because if I just stayed in comfort and only did what was comfortable, I never would have made the change that I really, really, really wanted to make. And that is the important part, is that when you feel an uncomfortableness in your life, like it's really uncomfortable and you really can't stay in that situation any longer, it's time to take action. And I'm here to tell you it's not easy and it's not comfortable, but you do make the change in your life. And I really believe in living a life that's courageous because that will bring you more to what it is you really, really, really want.